This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for July 8, 2025. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was down 0.57 points or 0.14% and closed at 404.66. Total trade volume was down with 76,215 shares changing hands at a total value of 289 million real or over $72,000. On the main board, 3 stocks were up. Leading the market was Grand Twins International, up 3.75% or 220 real to 6,080 real per share, followed by Sinakville Autonomous Port, which was up 0.50% or 60 real to 12,020 real per share, and the Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority was also up 20 real to 6,560 real per share. On the downside, 5 stocks declined. The biggest loser of the day was Royal Group Phnom Penh SEZ, which dropped 0.47% or 10 real to 2,100 real per share, followed by Phnom Penh Autonomous Port, which was down 0.44% or 60 real to 13,500 real per share. Other stocks also down were Cleda Bank, Pestec Cambodia, and Cam GSM. Meanwhile, MJQ Education stayed flat. Over on the growth board, DBD Engineering stayed flat at 2,040 real per share, while JS Land was down 0.71% or 20 real to 2,800 real per share. MJQ Education recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 35,761 shares changing hands at a total value of 70.9 million real or about $17,700, approximately 47% of Tuesday's trade volume. Cleda Bank recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 12,931 shares changing hands at a total value of 89.2 million real or over $22,000, about 17% of July 8th's trade volume. In other market news, U.S. President Donald Trump sent an official tariff letter to Prime Minister Hun Manet on July 7, 2025, announcing the newly reduced tariff rate of 36% to be imposed on all Cambodian goods exported to the United States starting August 1st. This new rate is down from the 49% tariff initially revealed by Trump back on April 2nd. Since Monday, President Trump has been sending out letters to trade partners to inform them of the official reciprocal tariff rates to be imposed by the United States, a handful of which have been updated since Trump's original April 2nd announcement as a result of immediate trade negotiations. Reciprocal tariffs were due to originally come into effect on July 9th following a 90-day tariff pause. However, Trump has now extended the date of effect to August 1st. Other countries in the Asia-Pacific region that have thus far received letters from Trump include South Korea, Japan, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, Laos, Myanmar, Bangladesh, and Kazakhstan. Both Cambodia and Thailand were hit with 36% tariffs, while Laos and Myanmar got 40%, and Vietnam received the most favorable rate of 20%. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD strengthened slightly to 4,015 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was down to 97.31. Looking at global commodities, oil prices retreated on Tuesday, having climbed almost 2% in the previous session, as investors assess the latest developments on U.S. tariffs and a higher-than-expected increase to OPEC Plus output for August. Brent crude futures fell 23 cents or 0.3% to $69.35 US dollars a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate crude lost 33 cents or about 0.5% to $67.60 US dollars. Gold prices eased, weighed by higher U.S. Treasury yields as U.S. President Donald Trump announced new tariff proposals on trading partners, including Japan and South Korea. Gold prices eased, weighed by higher U.S. Treasury yields as U.S. President Donald Trump announced new tariff proposals on trading partners, including Japan and South Korea. Spot gold was down 0.3% to $3,324.19 US dollars per ounce. U.S. gold futures fell 0.3% to $3,333.60 US dollars. Stock futures were flat early Tuesday after U.S. President Donald Trump announced new duties on 14 countries and extended the reciprocal tariff deadline to August 1st. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures declined by 5 points or 0.01%, S&P 500 futures ticked up 0.08%, and Nasdaq 100 futures added 0.21%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for July 8th.